Hello, you beautiful magical creatures. NecromanticWater here, and thank you for joining me for my playthrough of Pokemon XG. Last time, we began truly storming the Pokemon Cypher Lab, caught a lot of Shadow Pokemon, and now we're going to continue storming this lab because we have a professor to save and a Valley Girl to stop, which is arguably more important. I'm sorry. The Professor Krane, he could wait. That Valley Girl needs to be stopped. Okay, so it's here. And you know what? I'm going to Heat Wave just to focus this Bulbasaur down. Focus it down in quotes with spread damage. God damn it. Wow, Bulbasaur, you tanky little guy. Like, I get the Heat Wave was non-stab, but like, he survived. Oh, it probably has thick fat. Because there's no way it would have survived both the fire and the ice move. Get this Bulbasaur out of here. The Psyduck can stay because of me doing this multiple times. It mostly just spams water gun, so it's pretty much harmless. Case in point. Oh, Magnemite, you say? Magnemite got a buff to its special attack. Magnemite starts with Shadow Pulse, which becomes Water Pulse, Shadow Sky, which becomes Metal Sound. As the gauge goes down, it gets Iron Head and Shockwave. For moves, it gets Volt Switch, Charge Beam, Rain Dance, Lock On, Thunder, Zap Cannon, Agility, Iron Defense, Thunder Wave, Thunderbolt, Discharge. This is gonna sound stupid, but funny enough, despite the Magnemite line being in my top 50 Mons, until now, it never dawned on me that Magnemite's move pool is almost exclusively electric moves. But that realization aside, Magnemite is still a great mon to add to the team. Magneton got a buff to its HP, attack, special attack, and its speed. It lost a bit of its special defense though. For moves, it can now use Tri-Attack, Power Gem, Hidden Power, and a knockoff. Oh, and I guess Sunny Day if you want. With its typing and ability, as well as its added bulk, Magneton will be able to take some hits and retaliate with powerful electric move. Despite its rather limited move pool, Magneton is still a fantastic choice. Heck yeah! And in fact, Magnemite was actually one of the Pokemon I considered for my team. And in fact, it probably would have won had I not decided to go for Lightning Rod Electric, or Lightning Rod in general. There's like, I think, 10, not 10, there's a lot of Pokemon in this game that we can get that have access to Lightning Rod, so I had options. I mainly picked Electric because I've never used an Electric, so I was like, let's kill two birds with one stone. This shouldn't kill, unless I should knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't. Oh, it almost did. My poor planning almost betrayed me.
Oh, and Electric got crit. That was just unnecessary and some BM right there. He was, or she was already dead to rights. You didn't need the crit too. Go Zigzagoon, I guess. You know what, Dynamite? I'm gonna be different. Catch you in a Premier Ball. Even though you're not gonna be on my team, that will still match. I'm gonna protect, I guess. One, two, three. Heck yeah, Magnemite was caught. Oh, yeah, my legs are falling asleep. Go ahead. Okay, I'll be right back as I go heal. Alrighty, we're back and healed and ready to explore and get some good items or walk into dead ends, whichever one happens first. Okay, so a door. Oh, I see that item. Little boy, what are you doing up here? You shouldn't be up to. You shouldn't be getting into some mischief, visiting someone else's plate. Alrighty, I am back, and Jesus, that one battle was just oddly tougher than a lot of the other ones you had so far. Oh. Vampy can be purified. Good to know. I'm not going to leave the dungeon just to go purify the Vampy. I'm sorry. I'd consider it if, like, I was using the Vampy as my team member. Maybe. But, like, no. Ugh. Phew. I never thought Cypher's big man would not. Wait, what? Would. Is that word missing a letter or two? Huh. I think that's supposed to be deny, but I'm fairly certain that is not how that is spelled. Okay, whatever. Person's not showing up person. I thought him in real flesh and blood. He's menacing. The sight of him just gave me the shivers. Master Grievel's supposedly making a personal tour of all Cypher facilities. I think he wants to confirm everything aside. Like, he could just see his plans and ending up in fiasco like last time. What? Who are you? You suspicious intruder? What? How long have you been there? You might just be a kid, but I can't let you walk out. What are you gonna possibly do to me? Aha, you fool. That's what you get for having a Kecleon. And Kecleon having a very cruddy ability that you could easily play around. So close. So very close to the sweet, delicious level ups. Murkrow. Murkrow, huh?
Murkrow got an Omni boost, and probably the weirdest stat spread I have seen in a while. Murkrow starts with Shadow Spirit, which becomes Dark Pulse, Shadow Sky, which becomes Swagger, Shadow Fear, which becomes Mean Look, and Air Slash. For moves, it gets Acrobatics, Pursuit, Roost, Shadow Sneak, Swords Dance, Night Slash, Brave Bird, Wide Guard, Encore, Tailwind, Snarl, U-Turn, Hurricane, Sludge Wave, Thunder Wave, Will-O-Wisp, Iron Head, Zen Headbutt, Heat Wave, Sucker Punch, Gunk Shot, Psy Shock, Shadow Ball, X Scissor, Poison Jab, Knock Off, both screens. Oh, good lord. Murkrow has a massive move pool, and with its two great abilities, slap an Eviolite on this bad boy, and he's going to be a tremendous team member.
You absolutely were contender for being one of my team members, but I decided to use somebody else instead. Mainly because, as fun as it would be to use Prankster and have like a really good support mod of all the miscellaneous moves that Murkrow can get, the team member I'm going to use instead of Murkrow has a way more fun gimmick that I'm never going to get to experience in another situation or in another game again. So I'm going to use that instead. Although this might take several Pokeballs because I have a bad track record of catching Murkrows in any Pokemon game. These things are just, they fight. It is. One. Damn it. Look, I'm sorry, Murkrow, that I'm using somebody else for my team, but please. Oh god, Vaporeon, please don't do that. Please, stay at the ball. Do not fight me in this game too, because I know I just mentioned that Murkrows have fought me, but I am not even joking. With like every Pokemon game I have played, Murkrow just fights me more than some legendaries do, and that is ridiculous to me. One, two, three. Ba-da-da-da. Oh god, that's it's so tempting. I genuinely don't know if I want to use the Murkrow. Like, I've been torn between Murkrow and one of the ones I'm planning on using in the future, but like the entire time I've been prepping for this channel, not the channel, well yeah, the channel, but prepping for this series, I'm just like, I keep flip-flopping and I don't know, because they're both good for different reasons. Don't even bother trying. You don't know how scary Lovrina is. She's in charge here, and she could be, oh look, let's say eccentric. I mean, she's cute and all, but she's got nothing but short, terrifying, and get out of here while you still can. Are you not going to battle me? Well, we got an ID card. Aye. I'm only a researcher here. I don't battle. The epitome of not my job description. I don't care. Okay, you know what? I'm not saying I'm going to use the Murkrow, but I am, one, I want to heal anyway, but two, I am going to see its stats and have it in my team to help purify it. Oh, it has super luck. Never mind. Had it happened to have Prankster, I would have considered actually just putting it on my team right then and there. But sadly, it does not have Prankster. But I will still have it on my. It'll still be an honorary team member, I guess. An X attack. I mean, I know the X items are useful, but in all my days of Pokemon, I'll be honest, I have never once used them. I have never needed them. Alrighty, I'm back. I had a little pause because I was actually double checking my notes and stuff about the Murkrow to see if it would be worth actually for me using instead of what I had planned, and in fact, I'm not going to use it. Grumble, grumble, grumble. XG001's failure is going to send our plans right off the rails. God dang it. God, I wish I would finish up this research and get out of here. This dark underground warren. Where'd you come from? This is bad news. I gotta alert Lovrina about the security breach. Okay, as I was saying in that battle before I realized I can just cut it out. But, I have the TM for U-turn, and I kind of want to teach it to Electrike, but I have no idea what move to get rid of, because, like, all of them are super useful right now. Like, Heat Wave, oh. Tree can be purified, cool. Like, Heat Wave is a nice strong fire move that's, like, double targeting. Charge Beam, yeah, it's been missing lately, but it's boosting my special attack. Nuzzle is hella useful because, like, it's a weak attack that also paralyzes. And then, like, I have Hidden Power Ice, which is just extremely useful to have that specific move. Well, I guess, like, if I had to pick, I guess I might replace Hidden Power with the U-turn, because I have the ice coverage with the Vaporeon. Whatever, I'm getting distracted. That's a conversation for a future me of thoughts of what moves to have on my teams. You understand, don't you? It's wrong to turn ordinary Pokemon into Shadow Pokemon against their will. Please, won't you help us stop the Shadow Pokemon plan? Join us. Help us save Pokemon. Professor Krane, I understand what you're trying to say, but I cannot help you. Whoa, you! Aren't you the kid I saw at the Pokemon HQ? What? Necro? Is that really you? You trying to tell me that you came all the way out here lonesome to save Professor? That is exactly what is happening. It's too bad I'm still a member of Ciper. I can't let you folks go now, can I? As for you, you snagged my Pokemon from me that time. I'll give you this. You got guts to come here alone, but I'll make you never forget that. Oh wait, that's not what he's. Whatever, good enough. Mr. Mime and a Togepi. Why would you have a Mr. Mime? More importantly, I still want to know why they made Mr. Oh, you bastard. Even to this day, I still want to know why out of every Pokemon they made a fairy type. And Gen 6 onwards, I wonder why freaking Mr. Mime is a fairy. Like, I can kind of see, like, dark, maybe not dark, that's too obvious. I mean, I can kind of see, like a ghost or, like, something else, but just, like, it's weird. I really should be using Charge Beam. This fairy resists fire, if I remember correctly. Run, little pig! You know, that crit was probably necessary. Porygon, eh? That's something you don't see often. One of my all-time favorite ghost-type Pokemon, or specifically its evolution. Aww. Really? Actually, out of either of the abilities, I would have been screwed if you copied either of them. Time for the Bioform Mischievous.
Mischievous lost HP, attack, and defense, and got a boost to its special attack, special defense, and speed. Mischievous starts with Shadow Scream, which becomes Pain Split, Shadow Fear, which becomes Hypnosis, Shadow Tease, which becomes Swagger, and Hex. Mischievous gets Baton Pass, Skill Swap, Draining Kiss, Nasty Plot, Charge Beam, Destiny Bond, Power Gem, Wide Guard, Encore, Icy Wind, Sludge Wave, Dazzling Gleam, Thunder Wave, Will-O-Wisp, Thunderbolt, Sludge Bomb, Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, both Screens, Psychic, and Dark Pulse. Mischievous has a wide move pool with both offensive capabilities and supporting moves, and Mischievous makes a great mon to use.
I actually meant to use Nuzzle, but whatever. You fool, I only have attacking moves. Your taunt means nothing to me. Although that's a cool concept, having a move that uses taunt on both opponents in a double battle. I wonder how broken that would be in actual Pokemon. Which would probably be pretty good in an actual Pokemon to use taunt on multiple targets. With my limited knowledge of how competitive Pokemon is, honestly I could see a multi-taunt being on par with Urshifu being able to attack through Protect. Or maybe not as that good, I don't know. Like I said, I have very limited knowledge of competitive battling. Mainly just because it's not something I've ever really cared too much to look into. Alrighty, let's try catching the Mischievous. You know what, you're one of my favorite Pokemon. Even though I'm not going to use you, you get a Great Ball. One, a two, a three. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Mischievous was caught. Oh, you punk. That's rude. Professor Crane, you folks don't have the foggiest notion on how big and scary Ciper is. It's not smart to resist. You can go about the poor abused Pokemon and all that, but you should just think about your own selves. Take my advice. Bye, Felicia. Necro, did you really come here all by yourself? It's amazing. Bro, I'm a Pokemon protagonist. Of course I'm doing everything by myself. But it's dangerous here. We better get out of here right away. My worst fears have turned out to be true. Ciper won't wiped out after all. This is just one of their bases. But the details can wait. This thing is blah, blah, blah. Things are complicated. Let's leave. Ooh, a muscle band. What does that do again? Okay, so minor spoiler. If I try to exit the dungeon, I'm going to get ambushed, but I need to go heal real quick. So I'm going to go all the way through the dungeon again, just so I could go use that Pokemon Center in the middle of the dungeon. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. We're all nice and healed. And as you can see, the elevator's about to get ambushed by the Valley Girl herself. Hey, you sneaked Krane out. Lovrina, this child here, he's the intruder. Snitch. Like, oh my god, wait. I'm so not heard about anyone leaving anywhere. Professor Crane is wait. He's gonna be so very, very busy, so please be a nice boy and hashtag go away. We're going back to the HQ lab. Please stand aside. Going back, hashtag Lamau. This is where you work. Wait, no, this is where you hashtag work from now on. Like, oh my god, after all, after all, we're so need you to keep working on your hashtag studies. So you can keep the key of our hashtag master plan. You cannot tell, but every time I'm doing I'm having her say the hashtags, I'm doing hand gestures too, and I have no idea why. But after all, my water character doesn't really have the hands. Well, the hands are all straight, I guess. Anyway. Hashtag XG001, the hashtag ultimate shadow Pokemon, can never be purified. Like, stop this nonsense. Do you seriously think I would help you create something so horrible? Oh, that naps. He's a hashtag screw up. And I have to hashtag punish him. Wait, hashtag punish him. I don't know why I went like really fey on that one. Little boy, maybe you can convince Professor Crane. You should let him study that hashtag XG001. You see, like, our plans with the hashtag shadow Pokemon that can hashtag never be purified. That's whatever, good enough. Basically what it said. Hashtag XG001 is the only first prototype. So when we work problems out, we can make combat units of XG series Pokemon. Like, wouldn't that totally be hashtag amazeballs? But honestly, we need the professor's cooperation for our plan, so please be a bae, and can you, like, ask him to hashtag nicely to help us? No. Be gone, you crazy lady. I don't associate with Valley Girls. Oh, how nasty. You hashtag hater. You won't hashtag help me with the hashtag XG001 either? Like, you'll totally be hashtag sorry. You'll hashtag get to know. Hashtag sorry not sorry. God, insufferable. Oh, just look at that insufferable. All of it. Just for everything about her. Excuse you? Clefairy.
Clefairy got a buff to its HP, defense, special attack, and special defense. Clefairy is our first example of a Mon only having Shadow moves. It has Shadow Spirit, Shadow Bully, Shadow Snooze, Shadow Terrain, which become Fairy Wind, Recover, Cosmic Power, and Trick Room respectively. For moves, it gets both screens, Encore, Sing, Charm, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Heal Bell, Moonlight, Dazzling Gleam, Moon Blast, Wide Guard, Energy Ball, Icy Wind, Thunder Wave, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Scythe Shock, Shadow Ball, Psychic, and Dark Balls. Clefairy is our first Mon with the XG exclusive ability, Pure Heart, which I believe halves the damage of all Shadow moves, but that also might not be the only thing it does, because according to some people in the XG Discord, it may also weaken Ghost and Dark moves, but I am not entirely sure if that part is true or not. Clefairy is one hell of a support Mon. Slap an Eviolite on this bad boy, and it's going to be damn near unkillable. Clefable got a very slight buff to its HP, defense, and special attack. For moves, it now gets access to Disable, Baton Pass, Skill Swap, the Elemental Punches, Power Up Punch, Flamethrower, as well as everything Clefairy can learn. Both abilities are quite useful, but I believe Pure Heart is better. Although I will say, due to the lack of info on Pure Heart, I have no idea if it only affects the Mon with the ability or the whole team. But even if it's just beating only the shadow moves for Clefable only, that it still allows Clefable to be borderline an unkillable tank. For those who are looking for a tank that's an extremely wide move pool, Clefable is one of the best.
So I actually don't remember if her full team is shiny or if that's actually something that's different, because I generally don't remember her having a shiny. But I will say, before I actually like fight, well, I'll do the bio first, I guess, the fairy. But I will say that all of her Pokemon have nicknames. And also, her Pokemon are unique. And because they're nicknamed, they actually count as their own separate Pokemon in the strategy memo, the Pokedex thing. Because, you know, I'll just show that after the battle of the fact of her Pokemon. Oh, Psyshock, that's actually really good. Please don't. Like, her Pokemon count as both the regular one and, like, their own unique one. Ah, Wisdom, I need you to not put us. Okay, I need to get this Curlia out of here because, like, the Clefairy on its own isn't going to be too much of a problem. God damn it. You know what? Please attack Vaporeon. What a king! Look at that. I know it's non-stab and Curly is kind of whatever. Like, Vaporeon, you king, just taking super effective hits like that. And the more I see Vaporeon just take hits like that, the more I'm just like, I'm very curious how the unkillable tank of Umbreon be in this game, or this hack. Get out of here if you're Curlia that's shiny that I'm fairly certain isn't normal. It's like genuinely, like I remember, like I know it's been a while since I've done my practice run that got all the that got to the end of the game, but like there's a terrain move for Shadow Mons. That's one I actually didn't know about or I didn't remember. I remember like all the other unique new Shadow moves that were added because of this hack, but I didn't know they added I forgot they added a terrain move for it. But as I was saying, like, I know that in my practice run, I got all the way to like the end of the game and whatnot. I know that was like a long time ago, but I genuinely do not remember if her Curlia was shiny or not. Oh, Electrike, you champ! Mr. Tickles is not a name I would give anything, let alone ugly ass whatever dog stubble is based off of. Come on, Electrike, I need you to pull really through and just help me sweep the team with your double boosted everything. My god, I should have just called the damn Vaporeon to wake it up, but I was expecting it to wake up sooner on its own. Rebel Strike. You did phenomenal. I guess Beach. Well, I guess I'll use the Murkrow temporarily. Him being an honorary team member. So what does Snooze do again? That's not what I wanted to do. Nope. Restores half the HP. Okay, so that's it. Oh, wow. Okay. It's like an absorb kind of move. Okay. Pokemon. God damn it, Lovrina, you having the tanky fairy types. And are also has special walls, and I don't. I currently don't have a physical attacker on my way too. Don't be. Oh my god, you really just citrus berried into a healing move. I'm just gonna call you to wake your ass up immediately, because I don't want to deal with you sleeping for several turns, like Vaporeon. Although that would have been really convenient if he was in rage mode, because then his gauge would have gone down more. Oh my god, you're stupid Wigglytuff. Oh my god, this Clefairy. I bet this fucker has pure. I think it's pure heart or whatever it is. I will deal with you in a moment, Clefairy, but I want this other team gone because you're already kind of annoying to focus down. Okay, get your stupid Pello balloon thing out of here. You know, I'm just gonna Hail Mary poke. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna Hail Mary Pokeball. I was gonna use a Premier or a Great Ball, but we're done. I need this Clefairy gone because it's being annoying. It's being Clefairy and being annoying. And it's gonna be even more annoying as a Clefable if I decided to use it. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, don't be doing this to me, Clefairy. Stay in the ball. Oh my god, Mirko, please don't. Oh, that's actually smart to put him to sleep because he was the one dealing with the Meryl. Okay, well, you know what? I wasn't going to use this on the Clefairy, but like, I want this thing. Doesn't matter if I call or not. Mirko's basically dead. I just want this Clefairy gone. Clefairy is being annoying. What else is new, I guess? Fun. No, you bastard. Okay. That was just rude on all of the ways of that, on every level. Whatever, I think Beedrill was a poison move, right? It unlocked it. Get this Meryl out of here. So I could focus the dig. Okay, that crit was probably unnecessary, but either way, I want this Clefairy gone. Being an annoying Clefairy. But what else is new when in Clefairy in a double battle? So, okay. I'm probably going to mention it in the bio anyway, but at the same time, I have no idea what I am and I'm not going to mention it in the bio. This thing having the unique ability of Pure Power, I think is what it's called, or Pure Heart. Not entirely sure what it does. It claims, like the description says, it helps, it weakens shadow moves. But when I asked some people who were in the Discord for the XG hack, I got like the answer of it also like halves the damage of ghost and dark moves, but it wasn't like, but I'm not entirely sure how accurate that is of it weakening the ghost and dark and the shadow, or if it just weakens the shadow moves. Because if it can weaken ghost, dark, and shadow, like holy hell, that's a really good ability. But if it's just the shadow, then it's not entirely too useful, I would assume. Okay, we're just gonna start cutting until I cash this thing. One, two, three. Oh, thank God. Finally, Clefairy's caught. Literally on like the next ball after I said I'm gonna just cut to catching it.
What on earth? How could you be so strong?
This is gonna be a longer video.
Oh, I so hate to say this, little boy. I can't beat you right now. Hashtag Master Grievo will be so cross, but that's okay. I'll let you owe me this one time, but you have to promise me that you'll think about the plan next time. If you see XG001, I'm sure you'd want to help me. Like, I'll be waiting.
Bye-bye. Lovrina. Necro, you've grown quite tough, haven't you? And in fact, I'm amazed at how much stronger you've gotten in such a short time. I guess I'm gonna rely on you a little bit more. Anyway, now that Cypher's back, we need to move quickly. Come up with a way of stopping them. Let's go to the lab. SD card, huh? Here, may I see that? Okay, here you go. This is something very important. We'll have to take it back and analyze it. Okay, we will at least leave the lab and go back to HQ. Of course, there's the dog barking. Thank you, Necro. I was able to, for a safe return, thanks to you. Although the horrible ordeal, I've learned a few things while I was in that lab. First and foremost, Cypher hasn't disappeared. Oh my god, lady, control your fucking dog. Why is it barking? There's so damn loudly. Whatever. And of course, it has to be barking right outside my window too. It's actually doesn't look like it's getting picked up, but if it is, I'm going to just fuck around with the settings, I guess. Anyway, Cyber hasn't disappeared. The factor's still around. Oh my fucking god, bitch, control your dog. Did it see a squirrel or something? What the fuck is it doing? It's been spending the past like 3 minutes just barking. Worse is they're making some shadow Pokemon again. And worst of all, they're trying to create the ultimate shadow Pokemon, one that's impossible to purify. Cypher must be plotting world domination using shadow Pokemon as their own weapons again. To counter Cypher's new shadow Pokemon conspiracy. Director, Lily, we did it! The purify chamber is finally completed! Oh my. And what a fantastic timing, it's finally finished. Lily, Lily, thank you. Thank you for pulling everybody together in my absence. Okay, let's not waste time, let's go to the purify chamber. Let's... Alrighty, that will be something we tackle in the next episode. I hope everybody had a good time. Tell me to go in the future. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and remember to stay fabulous.